Okay, so I hit record, and would anyone like to recap for a hero point that honestly you probably guys aren't gonna use because it's gonna be a real short one tonight.
I could read my session notes from Tegan's point of view if nobody wants to go for it.
Hit it.
All right. We got. We made our way to the Adventurers Guild. We got inducted by Rugo, very nice and very small. Rugo gave us our first job, go to the local mine and figure out why they're refusing to work. We arrived at the cave and it was deserted. As we explored the cave, we found two sets of creatures locked in battle with one another. Moles with crystal heads and crystallized scorpions. As we ventured deeper, we found the large, deep hole that was mentioned as giving bad vibes. I tried to get a look but couldn't see anything. Beefy the fungi then started to show symptoms of being in pain. On farther inspection, he was starting to grow crystals as well. Something about this hole. As we continued our investigation, we discovered the battle continued between creatures. These ones were enormous, however. They must be the alphas. We engaged in battle and we were able to defeat them all. Now, as we finish clearing the area and report back to the guild, for we are world renowned.
Of course, you have to add that at the end.
Yeah.
All
Good
right,
job.
enjoy your hero point. Okay, so like he said, you just wrapped up defeating. Mechanically, I can just say mutant hardhead moles and cave
Step
scorpions.
away real quick.
And they, I will say, during your fight with them, they, you'll notice that until um, you guys weren't really attacked all that much by them until like the very end when that scorpion more or less thought he, was the victor. So, but we'll say before you are the corpses of these creatures that are, God, at least five times as big as their counterparts. These are like mole and scorpion size, but the things you just fought were
It was big.
like rhino size, maybe bear sized. Large bear, small rhino. So, what you choose to do in the cave now is up to you.
First things first, I poke everything with a stick to make sure it's dead. Or, a log. Whatever. Stick for me.
Um, okay. Is there any, are you just generically poking them both, or you want to poke one in particular? Or?
Yeah, it's going to be both, but I'm going to start with the one close to me, poke it a little bit, make sure it doesn't pop back up.
So the one closest to you, I believe, would have been the hardhead mole. So, you would be fine. Right.
Absolutely. You got to poke it with a stick, man.
So
Are you guys dissecting?
he's
I'm poking it
poking,
with a stick to make sure it's actually dead.
and as you're poking it, it just kind of like it's clearly dead, but
Can I investigate for anything usable, valuable about the corpses?
So,
Corpse eyes?
how so?
Um, see if the crystal seems to be something that you could chip off. If it seems to have any power usable. Can I extract any venom from the
Does
scorpion's tail?
If you're interested in the crystal, I will say a perception. If you're interested in other parts, I will say that's a medicine.
Can
Double
I do
check
both, or
animal
do I have to
handling's
pick
not a
one?
thing. Um, you can do both. That's fine. Maybe a survival. Nah.
So there's my percept. And what would you like for animal extracts? Nature,
Uh,
survival, or
let me
medicine?
let me double check if there's any weird stuff about. Uh, You're not trying to recall knowledge or anything. You're trying to. Is there like a harvest or anything? I guess subsist almost. Well, yeah, let's go for a survival then. I would say taking animal parts would be subsisting, right?
Same for both.
Okay. With a Now, only Oleander inspected the crystal last time, if I'm recalling correctly. I don't recall if
Um,
he informed
I
the
looked.
rest of the
No,
party about it, though.
I didn't check it. I remember him talking about the crystals that were on the wall, and then I looked at it as well to see if it was viable for the ship, and it wasn't. But I don't
Okay.
remember us ever looking at the crystals on the creatures.
Right. Um, so the ones you see. Okay, so just from the perception roll, you do see these crystals that have been like they almost appear like violently jutting out of things. It wasn't like they grew along with it. Um, you know, sort of, the forehead, there's this shard sticking out, or, you know, there are creatures like the hardhead mole does genuinely have, a rock for a head, sort of, but it's been replaced by crystalline structures this time. But for the scorpion, it looks much more violent, much more chaotic with how it's come about. Um, if someone, preferably the more magically inclined, would like to make an arcana, though anybody can.
Play Train Arcana. So I would like to, if I can.
Go for it. If you know magic, basically, you can try to ascertain um, the information. Okay, just
This
0
is a little
point.
better.
Why not? You
Yeah, why
you
not?
have to.
I have two.
Okay, so we'll say that. Actually, confirm for me, Oleander. Did you share about it being like the crystals on the wall being aspected a certain way? I don't recall.
I thought I did.
Okay.
I remember him mentioning it to Tegan at least, because I tried to see if I could suss if it was good for the skyship, if it could power it. He said
I
it was Earth.
definitely said it to him. I don't know if it was a whole party thing.
Okay. Well, then that's fine. So then we'll say between the two of you, kind of like, you brought it up and you may have requested aid for him. I'm not going to make you roll aid because an 18's fine, but narratively, the crystals that appear to be jutting out on their bodies are not entirely similar to the ones scattered throughout the cave. They are aspected to you're unable to tell, actually. Like, there's a hint of earth mana in it, but it's primarily something else that you're not familiar with at all.
Get a chunk of it to take.
Okay. And that was off the 12. Would anyone want to aid with the...
Which one?
I'm going to be on
is it survival?
Yeah. Because that... Okay, you're just going to re-roll it. 2.
LOL. Exact same. The exact same. I tried.
Need help with something? Okay. Grunk is always looking to help. Ever. Oh.
Gronk, your heavy-handed approach just sort of shatters the larger crystals. So we'll say you're only coming off with just
Grunk,
tiny
sorry.
slivers. Like, all right, bud.
Grunk,
How you
sorry.
doing? Okay. Yeah, so we'll just say you, not quite filings, but like, trying to think, like maybe
Remind
like
me, were there small moles here, or was it just the really big one? When we fought this battle, I can't remember.
In this particular room, there was one additional small mole. There was a small and a big of each kind here. But he
Gronk,
suffered.
can you just carry the whole thing?
Okay.
Can we do that? Just carry the whole thing out of here?
If
we
you want
can't
to carry a dead animal
deliver
with
it?
you, I guess.
With a weird crystal head. That seems interesting.
Works for Grunk.
Okay. So, I mean, was attacked and by a scorpion, and so it's full of like puncture holes and everything, and who knows if venom was injected into it.
I'll just drag it.
I mean, at least proof for the Adventure Guild that we went in and did it, I guess.
Okay.
It's like
Otherwise, they
grab
just
one
gotta
of
take our word
back
for it.
legs. I will make sure that its head is like up, so I'm not like cracking the crystals on stuff.
Can
Crystal.
I? Sorry, dry throat. Can I roll perception check on the crystals that are on the critters and the ones on the wall?
Sure. I mean, yeah, you could have done that earlier if you wanted. Or Arcana works too.
Oh no, this is just perception.
Okay.
Do they look like they're the same crystal? Is basically what I'm trying to get at.
Structurally, they look similar, but in the sense of like kind of all crystals look crystalline, color wise, so the shape of them, as I said, it looks more violent and non-organic, whereas the ones in the crystal or on the walls of the cave are just like, these seem like natural formations, but the ones on the animals are like, oh, something happened. And
Yes.
Gronk, it's like the size of a football for a normal mole. So
After glancing back and forth at the walls and the creatures, I say I don't feel comfortable touching any of this.
Tegan's already got like his knocking dirt off his hands, stuff like I've been touching them. I don't. Sometimes you got to touch stuff.
Give me a
That's why we have sticks.
1d4, Tegan.
Okay.
See how many
Excellent.
shards you get. 3. Okay. So you'll pick off like 3 shards that are maybe like the size of a $50 ish.
Perfect. It's enough to study and try and figure out what's going on in here. Do we explore and try and clear the rest of the cave, or do we think this is enough to garner our wage from the Adventurers Guild? Excellent. Continue to explore. I was just talking out loud to the party.
Is that aimed at me or you guys?
All right.
Everyone Gen Z stares me, and I just continue on.
Got an aura farm in response.
I'm just busy carrying stuff for you. So.
Oh, actually, hold on. I want to try something. Do you all have permission to move this?
No.
No. Let me see if I can change that.
What I am sorry. I stepped away to grab myself a pomegranate fizz by Blake's Hard Cider.
Are you sponsored by them?
No. They however,
delicious and tasty.
You're listening
yes,
to
it
the
actually
VODs.
is. My favorite though is Black Phillip. It's cranberry and blood orange. So good.
Stay back here.
What?
I saw something.
Okay, well hold on, because I'm trying to like, oh. I make you guys owners of this, you might be able to move this. Okay. All right, we're gonna hold people. So I'm gonna get rid of everybody's tokens because it like kind of lags out a little bit with multiple people going. And you can just move the party token, and then if something happens where you need to deploy, you can deploy.
We're rubber banded.
No, it's more of a Three Stooges kind of.
Well,
This way. This way. Move it, Chowder Head. Who's the Larry? Who's the Mo? Who's the Shimp?
I'm what was the other one? Like
Curly
John
Joe?
or something? That was, yeah, it just had like a regular name. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I know. These are the things I saw. That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Over yonder.
So, as you all moved here, I assume you're not just, clanging around in the mine, doop doop doop, banging on the walls.
No, I'm still trying to clear.
You do see, just despite you fighting these behemoths earlier, the small skirmishes appear to be happening throughout the mine. But it's not as, the fighting isn't nearly as titanic as what you had experienced prior.
I get the vibe that what the mission was is we need to wipe all these out, or was it just like if we took care of the big ones, that's probably enough for them? I mean, I don't know. I guess what they're expecting, like we can hit this floor by floor and clear everything out if that's what they're requiring of us.
We will say that you sort of, as you're watching these kind of
It's like a
fighting,
Mexican standoff. They're all
you'll
killing
see,
each other.
this will just like, it ends up killing that one as it dies in return, and then this one like scuttle off.
And then dies from the venom.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Perfect.
you kind of get the feeling that the thing that might have been the real danger has been taken care
The real
of.
danger was the friends we made along the way.
Y'all need to just
I think
designate who
that's
gets to move it, because
me.
you all can move it though. So, is that what you're just going throughout, or are you just going to leave now?
Well, I think there's no other spot over here, right?
There were other paths that you didn't take.
Oh, geez. I didn't see them.
Because you came through here.
Right.
You broke through those, and you snaked all the way down. That's the route you took. So there's this area, and technically, like, this area.
Well, I thought the area I was going was going to loop.
And the edge of the map's right here,
this.
so...
Well, I guess we don't see anything.
But if you wanted to, like, yes, eventually everything does meet up, like, off the map over here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of my thought.
Towards the entrance, but all paths diverge.
So I feel like we cleared everything over here, and then I thought this path would connect to here, which I think is the last spot, maybe based on what I see uncovered.
Go ahead and give me anyone a perception, because insight's not a thing. 21. That's good. That's great that Oleander, a man of nature, he sort of understands that, animals sometimes fight in nature. That's just the way it is. And nature will find a way, to quote Jurassic Park, right? Nature finds a way. So you feel without the two larger ones shifting the tide in any one way, at least you hope the smaller ones will be able to take care of themselves. That's not to say, if anything in the future might happen.
I guess on that note, we skedaddle.
Okie doke.
I guess if there's nothing else, if life will find a way. We've cleared the cave of its ninnies.
That is what the druidic individual, who's all about nature, the circle of life and death, he kind of gets the vibe that life will find a way. The moles will kill the things will kill the moles. They've been doing it for a long time, probably.
Yeah, no idea about that hole, though. Weird that old Beefy started getting crystalled from the hole.
Yeah, you could go back and investigate it more, but I'm not really sure what you'd want to attempt to it.
Yeah, throw Beefy in it.
Can we tie a rope around Simon and have him just kind of...
Well, then I threw a torch down there, and we could never even see where it was lit. Like, it was so deep.
Yeah, you were able to follow the torch into a point where it just seemed to, like, snuff out into the darkness.
So I'm not really sure don't really have a good idea. My rope is only like 50 feet. I'm assuming that's way deeper than 50 feet.
Does anyone else have rope? Tie rope together.
Tie everyone's rope together. We have 200 feet of rope, which I still feel like that's way deeper than 200 feet. And I can't see through Simon's eyes. So even if he did go down there, be like, what did you see? And he'd be like, beep, beep, boop, boop, deep. And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Oh, you could talk to him.
Yeah, I can, but I was just being a jokester. But I can't see through his eyes from afar or talk to him from afar. I'd have to drop him down, let him look around, and pull him back up.
You can see through Beefy's, but wasn't he like turning already? Do we really want to put him down the hole?
Can't can't he just re-summon Beefy if Beefy beefs? Is that how familiars work? Do familiars work that way in Pathfinder?
Since we're going to be altering Oleander a little bit,
this is the end of Beefy. Throw him.
normally, by going untamed, he wouldn't have access to a Leshy familiar unless he like spent an archetype point for a Leshy familiar. I enjoy Beefy. He and Simon have become wonderful mascots, where I'm going to allow Beefy to just exist, but not for mechanical purposes. So he can be around, but you can't, like, Beefy, go reconnaissance this for me. I feel as though that's fair. So you'll still get to keep him for fun stuff. But you guys haven't leveled up yet, so you're still technically you. You haven't had your epiphany about the animal kingdom yet.
Yeah, I have no other good ideas besides trying to roll checks for the whole.
I will say that if you decide to descend, checks will get more lenient.
Yeah, I mean, who's got rope besides me?
I think I might have rope. Let me double check.
It would be in your inventory on your sheet.
I do have rope. I have rope and a grappling hook and a crowbar.
I should have.
I believe it's in most starter kits.
Go to your character sheet, Will, and the
I
little
did.
open box. You just scroll down to your backpack containers.
Oh, it's all like roughly what, 50 feet of rope, I think. Yep. If I click it,
I
it says
have
50 feet
one
of rope.
rope.
So what do we call that? We all tie it together, all of our ropes. We call that 175 feet just because of tying together space.
You'd have to knot and establish
So then you'd have roughly 175. Then you tie it onto a person. We say we can drop them 150 feet into the hole.
Well, think too, it depends on who goes down, because obviously Gronk is a much heavier individual.
Gronk's got to be holding.
There's also options of, you can tie him to anchors. I'm just going to drag you guys back to here. Not there. Goodness. Walls.
So I guess we try that and let Oleander go down. He can see in the dark, right?
Oleander by himself, I don't believe he can. It was through Beefy. He had senses.
Through Beefy, I can see in the dark. Or through
So
the dark.
then you need to be carrying Beefy when you go down then? Or do you
Yeah.
just lower Beefy down? Well, Beefy was starting to lose it.
Yeah, he was starting to go fucking nutty.
So even if you go down there,
I have
you
a
won't be
torch.
able
I
to
have a torch
see.
with me.
Yeah, you could do that.
I didn't catch it.
He said he can bring a torch with him for light.
Okay.
So I guess let's try and do that. We'll take all of our rope, tie it together, tie it to him, anchor it, I guess, to part of the rail here or something, and let Gronk and Agma take lead on the
I mean,
hole.
you've got a bunch. You've got this like pillar here if you wanted to use it.
Yeah, and I can drop him like 125 feet and see what he can see.
All right, if that's what you guys want to do, then I will need a well, no matter what, I'm going to need an athletics from Oleander. That's a good roll.
-2.
Oh, -2. And go ahead and it's Agama and Gronker assisting. If you guys want to give me, you can assist with that if you want.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Simon assist?
How would Simon assist?
Tie the. I don't know. I was gonna say tie the rope to him, but then he goes too. So no,
Yeah.
Simon can't assist.
Um,
And I'm not strong, so there's no point in me assisting as well.
okay.
Unless I can assist by tying a really good knot.
You know what? Give me a crafting check.
Okay, sick.
I mean, if we're lowering them down in a hole, wouldn't we just wrap the rope around a stalactite somewhere to make it a lot easier to pull and pull?
Right, but you're attaching multiple ropes to each other in order to do this.
Just roll a 20 and then we add 7 to it because it won't let me.
That's very weird, but so an 11.
Well, buttholes.
Yeah.
No, Simon doesn't have a communicator.
Okay, so we'll say you can get about say about 100 feet deep. Oleander, would you like to give me a perception to see what you can see?
Use your hero point.
You can use your hero point. In fact, I mean, you might want to use them because this is pretty much... You're not going to use hero points when you're holding a character.
Well, right-click on your perception check and click reroll with a hero point.
Yep.
I still have a hero point, but I think I used both.
I think you hit reroll and keep new result by accident on one.
Okay. Whoops! I just gave myself 3 hero points instead of removing them.
Oof.
They're gone.
Oof. Okay.
Just never see fucking anything.
Just fantastic bonus to perception, but just man. Okay, so you're down there. You're sort of. Would you say it's safe to say that you would be keeping towards the wall? Okay. Then, as you're going down, you note that the light given off by the crystals that are lining the wall of this hole appear to be getting dimmer. And as I say that, I will ask for an Arcana.
Thick.
Except you get a closer look and they don't appear to be getting dimmer. They appear to be shining like a dark light instead, which is unheard of. You know, I mean, these were earth crystals. Why are they, essentially glowing black, right? But that might explain why vision seemed to cut off after a point. In fact, as you look up towards, Agama and Gronk were at the lip of the hole, just holding the rope, they start to look a little fuzzy to you. See Tristan's mic just like activating because I just see Gronk just keep lighting up like crazy on the preview for the VOD.
Do not know why. If I could fix it, I would.
Maybe you need to put the deep noise removal back on. I don't know. Don't know.
Tegan will yell down. Say anything? Because he's doing nothing. Like,
Yeah.
not helping hold anybody. Very astute.
We'll just, if you wanted to be aiding in their, well, watch your footing.
Sure. I'll aid them.
It's just the D20. Oh man, you guys are not a very cooperative bunch, are you?
Lift with your back, boys. Not your legs. That's not where the strength comes from. It's the core.
So that's essentially what I was having you do, Oleander. You do note, so with the, to go back to the black light sort of thing, of the crystals you saw on the cave walls earlier were earth aspected. The crystals on the animals were partially earth aspected. The ones down here are progressively getting less and less earth aspected. The darker they get, the less earth magics appear to be in them. But
does it seem like it's coming up? Like it's going up toward the top of the hole, like this darkness is creeping upward?
I would say you are unable to tell due to, you don't have a frame of reference, right?
Well, I didn't mean like billowing out. I meant like shadow growing.
Right, no, I get you. The creeping darkness sort of thing.
Right.
As you don't have a point of reference to what it was, I would say it's hard for you to gauge, if it has grown, how fast has it grown, All you know is that this hole was recently unearthed, and that's when the miners all started to feel uneasy working here and all that.
Agma. Agama. How do I keep calling you Agma? Agama. Any dwarven vibes from you?
Yeah,
Grew up a
Agma.
dwarf. Got it.
Um,
Just figured because he pulled out the history on the Red Storm. Maybe there's another dwarven fairy tale.
but Oleander, since he's down there and he's seeing these more strangely aspected things, he does not know what these are aspected to, which is strange because there's only 4 elements, right? And these are definitely not fire, earth, air, or water. I mean, there's a minuscule amount of earth in them. Sponsors, if you're listening, or in this case, reading, I guess.
I guess we pull him up, see what he's got to say. With your back, boys.
You want to steal one while you're down there? Okay.
We need it for research, don't we?
You have the small slivers you've taken off the living creatures. That
This is different though.
in a sense of they are more concentrated with the unknown, but the slivers from the creatures do have that, we'll say those are like 95-5, whereas the ones you're seeing down there are more like 60-40. And you can see, like, going down, there's more, and it just, you lose sight after a while. So one could surmise they just keep going.
So I don't need to take it. We'll be able to decipher it.
I mean, you're welcome to attempt to get one if you want. I just need to figure out what I would make you roll for that. I mean, if it were just loose, but they're pretty embedded into the wall.
All right, hold on.
So let's say that would require a look at stuff. Because you also have a torch in hand.
I could throw that fucking thing.
But then you won't be able to see stuff.
I don't need to. I already saw what I gotta see.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Fuck that torch. I need this crystal.
Yeah, let's say, and because if you're just trying to rip it from the wall, that's going to be in athletics, which is not your strong suit.
Rolling that 20 right now.
If you roll a 20, that'll be an 18, and you would get one out.
All right.
Then just do that.
I believe in you.
Let's see. And boom. Come on. Oh! Oh! Come on. Who's that 20?
All right, hold on. Do you have any sort of spell currently prepared that might be able to help? Spells aren't just for combat.
Spell casting. Yeah, pocket sand.
Yeah.
How about an acidic burst? No, I don't want to blow this fucking thing up. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, I don't really think you've got anything that'll work.
I don't either.
Uh,
So we'll say I whiff really hard on it, and I'm gonna keep trying. Where's that? Where's the determination roll? I want this crystal.
so you'll only get one more chance,
Okay.
but if you want it, it's an athletic still.
Damn it. Why is my character so ass? Hold on. All right, come on. Let's go, fucker. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, -2.
I mean, you'll have the -2 forever. It's because of the armor you're wearing.
Yeah, you need to change out your armor.
I'm about to strip out buck fucking naked in this cave, and then roll again.
As you just throw your clothing into the pit as you're tied to a rope.
Like, we can't see him. We go to pull him up. He's just naked with no torch. Like, what the hell happened?
Skooma.
What happens in the pit stays in the pit.
He just keeps yelling, "Send me back! Send me back!"
With a 13, I cannot allow a shard to be ripped from the walls.
Oh god.
Aim acid splash at the rock. Eat the rock. Save the crystal. I believe in you.
I think I was muted that whole time. Did you guys hear any of that?
I heard you talk about stripping naked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know when I muted myself. Yeah. Might have been when I started laughing real hard when Jeremy said, "Send me back."
Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess I can't do anything else. So pull me up, I guess.
With your backs, boys.
Unfortunately, that's the story the dice tell sometimes.
Use your
Yeah,
delts.
This dice is rigged. It's got fucking lead in it.
You need a diamond
Maybe level 2 will be
pickaxe
better for us.
to mine these, actually.
Oh, okay.
Or gold
Don't
one.
have
It
that.
breaks pretty quick.
But they have higher enchantability. So we'll say that you guys are able to successfully reel Oleander back in without a torch. So
And oddly, his pants are unbuckled. I don't know why.
So he obviously would have shared. Well, actually, I don't know. Just, would you have shared
Yeah.
your knowledge of what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Just gotta ask, because sometimes people don't share stuff, and that's fine.
There's really never a situation where I wouldn't. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I would whatever for the party.
I mean, there might
That's
come a
just a lot of
time where
money
you
involved.
So, knowing that, you now know that the faintness in the shards you took off the beasts were, there's definitely something else going on inside of them, not just Earth. So, minor success.
I try to recall knowledge of if I've ever read something about this before. The crystallines changing. I don't know that it ever have. I mean, I was in a mining town. I don't know if that would ever fall under my purview or something I might read.
So that's an Arcana still recall. And for the record, if any of you were curious about, why is recalling a knowledge separate from just like an Arcana roll, there are certain things that augment specifically recall knowledge in regards to things. A 16. You don't recall reading anything ever about crystal purity is obviously a thing that you're familiar with as Wuragama, being familiar with fire aspected mainly, but multi-aspected and whatever else this might be is new territory to you.
Interesting. Okay. I think we've got all we could gather.
And then you guys want to leave?
Yeah, I guess head back to the Adventurers Guild and let them know what we found.
Okie dokie. So,
And I will tell them I was only able to recover 1 shard, and I will let them have it.
You know what you're gonna say when they ask about the giant mole I'm dragging?
Oh, we brought that too. I'll let them take them all. That's fine. I still have 2 shards of my own that I'm keeping for myself.
Alright, the music bot got like stuck. So you will leave and head back to the guild and
We don't expect you to do Rugo voice with your throat hurting.
my throat doesn't hurt. My head hurts.
Your throat sounds like it hurts.
It doesn't. But noted. Maybe I'm coming down with it worse than I thought I was.
You sounded like your throat's been bothering you for more than a week now.
So you guys will return to the guild. It was roughly noon-ish when you got to the mine, and as you return, you'll take a glance at one of the clocks that are in there, and it's like 6. You've been down in the mines for about 6 hours, which doesn't feel completely right.
What does that mean? Like, it doesn't feel like it feels like longer or shorter.
You know what? Give me a perception then. You're trying to perceive time, right?
I'm very good at perceiving time.
Yes, you guys are able to tell time.
You're goddamn right.
Very proud moment, I guess. 6 hours. That seems like it didn't take that long, did it? The fight itself was, done in like a matter of minutes, and I mean, you guys weren't running through the place, but you also weren't like, walking at a snail's pace. Weird.
Weird indeed.
But you go in, talk to one of the receptionists, and she'll let you know that Rugo will be with you shortly if you wanted to just find a place to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I have like the burps all of a sudden. gross. Okay. So as you guys are sitting down, you still see a bunch of people around. It's later in the day than it was when you first arrived, so there's actually more people in here. A lot of people, finishing their work for the day. But as you're just kind of futzing about, you hear the familiar wood-on-wood scraping as a stool is flopped next to your table, and the squat little lizard climbs up before sitting down. And I'm not going to do the voice. My throat doesn't hurt, but I'm still not going to do the voice. Because I feel like that might make it hurt. So, alright, you've made it out of the mine, were you mission successful, or what are we looking at here?
I think successful. Gronk, show him what you got.
I just hold the mole up in the air.
There was real big ones of that. And scorpions with like crystals coming out of it.
He'll sort of get up and walk on the table to poke the mole that Gronk is holding. Are you wanting to tell him that? The crystals?
I think we'd eventually tell him pretty much what we found. I'll give him the one shard I was able to collect. And for study, crystals were turning dark. Old beefy boy was having a hard time. These things were fighting each other, and I don't know. Something's weird about that hole. Something's off.
So, but you, what's the word I'm looking for? Not subjugated.
We
dispatched.
We got rid of the threat.
Whatever threat.
The current threat that was there, but I mean, like you said, there's something off with that hole. I couldn't tell if the darkness was rising from it, but there's it's doing something to the earth crystals in there. I mean, I hand him the shard. I don't know. Something's weird there. You guys gotta send someone who knows crystals in there. Figure out what's going on.
I'm certain, we've got all sorts of experts in all things, so I'll have to pass this along. But this admittedly wasn't, under the purvey of the original quest, so I guess good job. I can't, you're not gonna get a bonus for this, is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe the next time we don't do such a thorough job, I guess. No benefits. You believe this guy?
And now's the hatred for Rugo. Alright. At least I got one session of you guys liking him.
Let's hear you, penny pinching little lizard.
Hey, it's not my policies. If the posting was, to include this stuff, who knows? Maybe I pass this along to some of our alchemists, and they say, we gotta look more into it. I'll definitely keep you guys in mind. You seem to have some sort of, first come, first serve. You get what I'm saying? I kind of bump you guys to the front of the line for that.
How about we take the rock back and we give it to the bum in the alley?
Aren't you the bum in the alley?
Shut up, lizard man.
Look, we're We appreciate the job. We do good work. Keep that in mind going forward. We're very thorough.
That's literally what I'm saying. Is like,
I know, and that's all I'm saying. We're world renowned, you know?
That's what the paper says, at least.
That's what they all say, actually. Everybody says it.
Ignore that.
Goes to like horse them. The chair moves a certain way, makes a fart sound, and just keeps trying to make the chair do that, and it's not doing it again.
I want to know what I was trying to read it.
So then that's fine. Well then, as per the agreement, for completing this, quest, this mission, you will be rewarded as per indicated. And he'll sort of like ruffle through his stack of papers and reach into, like, he's got like a little satchel to his side that honestly it's like half the size he is because he's small. And he'll link out 3 or 4 little smaller pouches that will all contain 7 gold pieces. You were each paid 7 gold for this. And before he'll if you're I understand that's getting late in the evening. My shift's over in like 2 hours, so it's not a common thing people do. Take. You guys are new to this business, but it's not very common to go back to back to back. I'd advise you take a minute to rest and recoup. We offer rooms here if so desired, and
We're gonna at least get a discounted rate for that for our great service.
I mean,
for just a night.
You get standard guild membership rates.
Just can't bend the rule a little bit for us? We're world renowned.
Yeah, in their midnight society, those guys are ataraxia. The list goes on and on, but
they're anorexia?
Ataraxia.
Great, there's no food here either.
Jeez, what kind of group is that? Anorexia. I look over at them. Are they all really thin?
No. You see one of them is like,
it must be huge. Ironic.
He's like a Goliath, sort of, roughly the size of Gronk, just chubby. The other one.
But is he thin for a Goliath?
No, he's about average for a Goliath. There's an elf, but all elves are thin, right? There's a halfling, but can't really ever tell with them because they wear bulky clothes most of the time.
Yeah, no, it's just probably an ironic thing, like when someone's like 8 foot tall and you call them small Jim,
shorty.
Yeah,
there are things you could roll like the haggle.
What's the standard rate for?
You guys didn't even find out how much it costs before. I ain't paying whatever you're trying to.
What's the standard cost for a room?
So standard rate is 3 gold a night.
Jesus.
All right, I'm haggling.
I mean, so
can we all fit in one room?
If you were, yes, if you were recall the Officer Burt told you for room and board at one of the nicer inns, it would have been 10 gold a night. So,
Does it have free
Okay.
breakfast?
I mean, it's discounted meals,
What's the discount?
and
Bad
he'll,
enough.
he'll sort of
Oh.
turn over, shouting at one of the counter to like where food or the bar area. Hey, how much is the stew tonight? Oh, it's 20 copper. 20 copper for a bowl of soup. Stew. Which,
Is 2 silver?
that seems
Right?
fair.
Is that how that works in
It's
this? It's
10
every
to 10 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
want
mean,
to try to get
if memory serves, you
money
guys
off
do
that
have
room.
rations too.
Yeah.
I got rations in my bag. But I want to try to get money off this room. This is not a big deal. Everyone wants to pay 3 gold.
I mean, you were told it cost 10 outside, just for a nice inn in the city.
Yeah, but
yeah.
but Ragu
Well-
also shortchanged us for all the work we did.
No, he,
Well,
he
I mean,
paid you
look,
the
I
amount that
figure-
it said in the quest.
The deal be we split room and one of us pays, so it's kind of like we all drop a gold, right?
Yeah, I'll
Drop
do
an
that.
extra 2 silver to get a little bit extra portions for Gronk. And this is we all spend a gold and we all have a room and food.
What is this guild? Terra contracting? That's what you said to do.
Well, if you want your own room, you're more than welcome to drop 3 gold. I don't have that kind of money.
Sounds like I'm talking to my old boss. Well, you guys can all bunk together to save money. We had guys sleeping on the floor and shit. It was horrible.
I mean, it's a common practice, We don't have, a ton of rooms to service everybody, If we had every single individual party person, trying to stay, we'd definitely run out. I mean, they're decent sized rooms, We got 4 beds in there.
Decent size. Sleeping in a fucking cranny.
No, I have-
Fine.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I say we all just kick a gold. We got room, we got food for the night.
I mean, so this
I
is
got it.
outside.
Yeah.
This is not Rugo telling you this. I mean, there was somewhere else you could sleep, potentially. 2 technically.
We can
You
go back
could
to the
get
ship.
You could get yourselves arrested again. Or you could go
Ooh.
to the crashed ship.
We do need to visit the ship at some point.
And
But I
once
have
you guys
to
figure
be.
out what you want to do for this, that's when we'll.
I was gonna say to be meta. I need to buy stuff when I level up, so I want to be here so I can buy stuff, and then maybe we go check out the ship.
Mechanically, or like narratively, mechanically, you will level up before you leave the building for whatever it is you decide to do. It's just when you decide to do it, that's where we'll cut narrative for the day and level up.
It's up to you guys then. I mean, we could kick in, stay here for the night, or we can head back to the ship, which we need to do anyway, and maybe make amends with old Lizzie so she doesn't leave us high and dry.
Whatever you guys do on this one.
I think he said whatever we want to do, so
I
I'll
believe
leave it
so.
to Goldrake.
Did you guys not hear me?
You're
No,
like,
you're low volume.
don't force yourself to talk, man.
Right. So Tristan and goddamn Gronk and Agama.
It's
What do you
really
guys
hard to
wanna
do.
do?
I get it.
And I'm looking at their words, so I'm calling him Goldrake.
I am fine with whatever. Leaving will save us money, though.
Yeah, so I guess we do that. We just
How much
be
money do you guys have?
cheap as 13 gold. I
Have
have.
10 gold.
Yes, but do we maybe want to give
Single.
Lizzie a little time to calm down?
It's been like a day, hasn't it, or 2?
Yeah, so you guys crashed in the evening like late evening, like 8, 9 o'clock. You were taken into custody. You stayed there overnight, and then you were directed to here. So it's been
Almost
almost
48 hours.
almost 24. Almost 24.
Okay. And we'll come back with some money, which will probably help repairs. So is that what we want to do? Or do you guys want to give her another day to cool down?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, if we can find out how much money she needs to do the repairs too, so I've got a feeling that's going to be something we're doing.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
We're way out of here, so let's go to the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're going to go to the boat then. All right. So that's where we'll pick up next time. So we'll just work on leveling, and then everybody can go to bed because sleep sounds wonderful.
Okay.
So one of the I have Oleander will need a little like extra stuff, so don't you focus on this part. But Gronk, Tegan, Agama, if you all open your character sheet, up at the top you'll
Yep.
see a little wizard hat next to your level. If you click that, that'll open up a level up wizard. That should, knock on wood, work pretty well. If you have questions about what, like it's not doing something you expect it to, please say. It is technically a beta version for this. It should handle free archetype. It did in version 12.
Interestingly enough, when I open up this, reverse engineering is level 2 on this as well. With a little star that I can't do it because I need to be expert in crafting, which I don't get till level 3.
Which is very weird because, like, I'm looking
Very
on
interesting.
Nethys and it's a 4.
Yeah, it popped up when I tried to do it, so it says it's a level 2 in here as well. Very interesting.
It's part of the Scrounger dedication line, too.
What's a scrounger?
Oh, is this an artif or an inventor thing? Because it might be like a different name in the new version that didn't get carried over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where is inventor? Details. Inventor feats. So you are trying to do... You need to do reverse engineer versus reverse engineering.
Yeah, it's called reverse engineer. Yeah, you're right. Reading is difficult for me.
I mean, in your defense, it's adding ing is a different thing. That is a level 2, but you need an expert in crafting.
Which you don't get till level 3.
There's some shenaniganry you could probably do to get it at level 2, but...
Yeah, I think retraining is a thing, so if I decide to do that, I guess we spend a day
is
or
a thing.
whatever it is.
Time and money is all it takes. So, for Oleander, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of him. I'm going to revoke ownership of it. And we'll say Oleander. Backed up. So Oleander, you are wanting to change from being a spore order. So we need to get rid of your spore order. You are wanting to become untamed order. And I believe that's honestly all I'd have to do. You would lose this because you gain untamed form. That's your focus spell. That is your focus spell, right? That is focus. Okay. Now, I believe you can just use the wizard hat button too.
All right.
Because you're probably going to want to leave your stats in the same way.
Okay, what do I do here? Druid class feats?
So on your character sheet, there's a little wizard hat next to where it says level 1 up by your
Up
name.
there, I'm in level up wizard.
Okay. So when you click Druid class feats, if you hit make a selection, that'll bring up all of the things you can do, you know, when you level up. These are specifically just Druid stuff. So you're now, you know, you're now capable of turning into animals. So perhaps you might want to look more towards things that would help that. I believe you were shared a PDF or a document that I don't know if it had suggested feats or anything in it.
I think I wanted to do Call of the Wild.
Let me double check if that's... Yeah, you were given this. Oops.
It's been a rough week, so I haven't had much time to really read over that.
So one of the things it suggests is you're not really going to do that part.
I know Jeremy did a lot of reading on this too. Do you have any
Okay.
input?
So,
What you want to do at level 2?
yeah,
Um,
you can
didn't
really do anything you want to do.
Yeah, I kind of left that up to you. I was just more or less trying to help you with picking the subclass you wanted to change to, and I put up options for like spells and stuff for you.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could pick up Order Explorer. That would let you just get beefy to use as regular, too. Like, you
Yeah.
have, if you wanted.
You could also do Order Explorer and pick up Storm, and that gives you the Tempest focus that was something that also lets you control weather. There's really not a lot of good ones at 2 for
But
druids.
that would be a focus thing, so you could do that or turn into an animal at a time. Like, you can't turn into a bear and then control the storms, right?
Correct.
You can control the storms or turn into a bear. You have both options, but... And you get a class feature, I believe it's every even level as you level up. So at 4, you'll be able to pick something more, and the list will expand.
So Order Explorer is probably the best one for right now.
That would allow you to keep beefy and just treat him as you do right now, still seeing through him, being able to use him for yada yada. So what you would do is...
That's a lot of information. Alright.
For what?
Archetype feats?
So your free archetype, that is one of the additional rules we're doing. This is one of the ones where I was kind of like, I'd prefer it if you guys did a little research on this, because this opens up the game in so many different ways.
In there as well.
Do what was that?
The list that I like when I put some of the free archetype options in there for him as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
On the last page, like just a couple of the things that like are good. Geomancer, Blessed One, Thaumaturge, Monk, Kineticist, Fighter.
Yeah.
I don't think he can
Wrestler
do fighter,
is pretty good too, if you wanted
Mhm.
for like grappling as an animal. Monk would let you
I think
basically
he's got the
Fury of
strength for it,
Blows.
though. He's got to have strength 14 for that, it looks like, as well. I don't think he's got any strength. So yeah, it'd be like Wrestler, which I don't think you need anything, or
If you're
you know,
curious about any of them, just
I
feel free
already
to say.
know it's Thaumaturge is what I
You
wanted to do. I already read this.
So you want to be a Thaumaturge archetype?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have 14 charisma? Or I don't believe you got enough charisma to do that.
Where do I see that at?
Well, you have a +1, so
you have
that's
11,
a
12,
12.
right? Is that
Yeah,
12?
it's the same way.
Okay.
Yeah. Sort of. It gets a little weird when you go beyond, but yeah. So you've got a 12, so you couldn't pick it up quite yet.
Okay.
But the next time you're able to put points into stats, unless you want to reevaluate your stats, because you know this is only you because you don't know this crap. When you first put in your stats, you were just kind of picking. You know, if you wanted to change your cook to be wisdom charisma instead of wisdom.
Yeah, it seems like that's not being a useful strategy right now.
So if that's what you want to do, we can make that change.
I'd like to do that and go the Thaumaturge route. Now that I played a little bit, it seems like cooking is not going to be a very
Oh, you can't. One
useful
has to
thing.
be. So you would be able to take your dex there. That gets you a +2. So that means you had 13. So that would let you do. Got a +2. That means you have 14 charisma if you change your dex from being a human. So if you want to do that, you're capable. I believe you should be capable of doing Thaumaturge dedication now if you want. So if you select it in there, it shouldn't yell at you. Gamma and Grunt, you guys okay? Or
Yeah,
you need some help with it
Yeah,
too?
I'm just looking at skill feats
Okay.
Yeah,
right now.
same.
I got the other two.
Would like price check on the 3 items that I've put out.
Correct. Hold on. So
All right.
Ooh, neat.
are you attempting to buy them at the guild?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd have to, unless I assume this would be the cheapest place I'll be able to get stuff, like since I'm part of the guild.
I mean, you guys seem to think they're ripping you off no matter what you do. Everybody's here to rip everybody off.
It's not fun if we don't have people to jibber jabber with.
So you ended up going with Mahler, okay. That would be 1 silver for that, 3 gold for that, 4 gold for that. So total you're looking at 7 gold, 1 silver, but then guild discount, so it would be 6 gold.
I'll do it.
Okay.
So that will bring me down
Subtract
to
6 gold.
7.
I will drag them to you. Here's your basic crafter's book.
Oops.
Why it showed up there, I don't know.
Let me adjust my gold through there, but there we go. Oh, nope, that's 613 gold.
No.
7. There we go.
This toolkit and artisans. Artisans toolkit. There you go. They've been added to your character.
So I am now encumbered, I think.
Technically yes, but what we can say is, if you notice on your party sheet, there is a stash. We can just say, you know, if you guys are fine with it, you can just, you know, store stuff on the boat. I'm certain Lizzie would be fine with it.
Okay.
Those jokes, you might not be fine with it, but like in
Oh,
the
yeah, no,
event
she
of
might
you,
not
you know you're going to be going out adventuring. Well, do you really need to carry, you know, X, Y, and Z out with you?
There is a feature to where I can have Simon carry 2 tools, but I have to pick a skill point for that. Maybe we learn it? Can I have additional crafting things if I learn something like that? For money and trainings? Or no? But it's not something that affects
Explain
actual gameplay.
further the way you're talking.
Simon has a class feat that I could put points into that is called built-in tools, which allows me to put 2 tools on him. So I don't have to carry him, but I have access to
your
him.
Alchemist toolkit and your Artisan's toolkit.
It is 100% a waste of picking that for an actual crafting thing, because that's all it does. But can I learn him that over time for gold and training to have like...
in the future, we can discuss that, yeah. From the get-go, I would say no, obviously. You know, you're just
that's why I said, like,
fledgling at this, but in the future, maybe you will be able to figure something like that out.
Yeah, because I just feel like that's a waste of one to pick up, but a convenience one for bookkeeping purposes.
Right.
I want to do Spirit Speaker.
What?
Spirit
I
Speaker.
think I want to do Spirit Speaker.
Instead of Thaumaturge?
No, that's a separate thing. This
This is just a generic
skill feed.
Hmm.
It's a skill feed.
prerequisite. Expert in nature. Are you an expert in nature?
Should be.
You are only trained in nature.
Hmm.
You went with an Avenger dedication. Okay.
So I
It
can't
wasn't-
pick that one.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I wish it would tell me that when I click the fucking thing.
So it does say prerequisites.
Like if it's got a little asterisk on it, when you click it, that means that there's something special that you need to have that one.
I gotcha.
Ooh, you're going more of like a Templar style Ogama?
Yep.
Interesting.
Because I'm already a blacksmith, I picked up the magic crafting. I don't know where those patterns went. It said it'd give me 4. That's what I went with. Magical crafting.
think you have to like actually add them.
Yeah.
So it'd be like between you and Ryan on what ones you may know.
I can look at that.
You're an expert in crafting already, Thacker?
Yeah, my character's a blacksmith.
Right. I'm an inventor. I'm not an expert
No,
yet.
he's only trained in
What?
crafting.
Yeah.
Well, I think Magic Crafting says it's expert in crafting for a prereq.
It didn't say that for me. It just let me pick it.
Expert in crafting.
Ah, okay, then yeah, I can change that. Then don't worry about that. But first,
Well, I wasn't trying to. I was just like say, how the
Oh,
hell
I didn't
did you
even
get that?
see that. No, that's a good catch. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I can change it.
I mean, it
Say
makes
it.
sense to what you were wanting to do.
Yeah, I can just get it at a later point. I can just get
Yeah.
skilled now and pick that up later. It's perfectly fine. I will be
Yeah.
right back, though. I really need to use the bathroom. I apologize.
Believe next level is when you guys get to do
Yeah.
skills. Or,
And
Yeah,
level
skills.
2 for skill feats, right? Essentially, that's all. I mean, it's all being an expert in it.
what? It's level 2, you know. You're not gonna...
I mean, there's some that you can take that are like kind of more generic ones. Like the one I took is called Assurance, and it essentially allows you to pick one of your skills, and
become
you can't roll less than a. It's like if
10
you
plus
choose
your
to.
bonus.
Right, it's 10 plus your bonus if you choose to use that instead of roll.
So
Which is,
what-
I picked that up for crafting, so that like my minimum crafting is like 17.
now.
If I choose to not roll, I can just make it be a 17.
I understand that. What I'm saying is, everything that's a level 2 for skill feats, you need to be an expert in. So I need to pick a level 1 skill feat.
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought. We were level 2, so I could pick level 2. No, that's not it.
That's weird.
It's just...
See, level
I
1.
mean,
is
there's
trained
so
in
there's
things,
some
so now
stuff
I can
like
look- I
you
was looking
could
at all the wrong shit. It's like, I can't do any of this stuff.
you could get like predict weather. That only
Yeah,
requires to
level
be
1.
trained in survival.
Yeah, it's just it's odd. I will say that there's
It's
so many
level
feats
2.
of Pathfinder.
Yeah, you're not gonna get like amazing game-breaking stuff.
Oh, for sure. I wish there was a way to like change it to be like only trained in or something like that, like a filter.
There is filters.
Not for a big trained expert or untrained folk.
Oh, well, you can filter
is
by
fine.
skills-related things. So if you wanted to focus on things you were good at, like you're good at nature.
Medicine,
So let's see
crafting,
nature-related stuff.
nature.
Expert in that. Yeah, well, maybe that's something I need to suggest to the guy. But
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead and roll my feedback, Ryan. I'll pick a new one. I didn't even see that.
you can
thing on it.
delete it from your sheet, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I?
Like, you guys,
I can see an option too.
no, maybe not then. Magical crafting, delete. There you go.
Thank you.
So let's see. Feats you could grab. Just skill feats.
God bless. I can't actually craft any of the potions I learned.
What do you mean mechanically?
They're all expensive.
Oh, okay. So it's just a monetary
Yeah, they're
cost.
12 gold or 16 gold each to make. But wait, I think you said you had Alchemist? And the way versatile work is that I can essentially make it one of these, like, on the fly type of thing?
So I was dedicated at like alchemist was my main class, and they have things that let you do versatile
Versatile
vials
vials.
for free.
Yeah, I have 4
But
versatile
I would
vials.
still had to. You still only make certain amounts of things daily. I believe I was allowed 4 crafts of free crafting daily, but if I wanted additional ones, it would cost money.
So, from what I understood on how I read it, is that you can pull a versatile vial and it can be its little splash bomb,
Yes.
its base, or you can mix it and like quick mix it to be one of the potions that you
So
happen to
quick
know for
alchemy.
that one. Yeah, quick alchemy, that's what it's called. Doesn't
Uh,
that come with my dedication?
I don't believe it does.
Yeah, you gain quick alchemy benefits, creating up to 4
Yeah.
versatile vials during daily prep. Add the formulas for 4 additional common. So, yeah, I do have quick alchemy. Short 5 chemical consumes with
Okay,
special action.
so yeah, you are item of your level or lower level, so you would be able to create a level 1 consumable.
Okay, so I can essentially use my 4 daily
Yes, to
versatile
make
vials to make one
correct.
of these as I try to do something.
Correct, but if you
Okay,
were
so
to attempt to make more than those 4 frees, it would cost you money.
right, and I don't have the ability yet that's deeper into the dedication to actually have a daily allotment of ones that I can make every morning type of thing. Like you wake up, you can make 4, but that's something that I can get at like level 4 or level 6.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with it from the dedication standpoint.
Yeah,
Just
it's
from
not
the
bad, but
class I'm
it's.
used to it.
I think I'm pretty much locked into Alchemist until level 8, and then I'll have everything that I need out of it, type of thing. Based on how I was checking it. Okay. So it'll just become an odd thing of I don't know how to use these. If I click it, does it do something? Like how I would
So
use this
you
without crafting it to
yeah,
have
when
one in my thing to count for that.
it's part of your daily preparations is when you'd make them. So after you sleep, it should prompt you whenever you wake up. It'll be like, hey, I have a mod for daily preps. It'll ask you like, okay, which of these things do you want to make for the day?
That's a different one. I mean, for when I'm trying to convert a versatile vial. Because that I won't have until like level 4. To where I can actually make just like a bottle lightning. But right now, if I pull a versatile vial, I can make it a bottle lightning when I attack.
Right. I think I will look into it, obviously, but in the event of, we'll just functionally have like placeholder items in your inventory that you'll have like 0 stock of at the time.
Yeah,
but you want
that's what I
to
figure.
say change it into a lightning charge. Just
Yeah,
add
that's
one
what I
lightning
figured it
charge.
would be. That works. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it was.
Makes sense.
It's like completely automated on my actual alchemist character. So
Yeah, no, I will have by like I said, like level 8. I would be pretty close to an. I mean, I can't recreate my versatile vials. Like once I run out of my 4, I'm done for the day.
yeah,
But
it was really cool as an
it's more or less
alchemist
the
because you can
same.
just keep chucking them nonstop.
Yeah, no,
Always
that's
just bomb,
sick.
bomb, bomb. It was really
That's
cool.
why I thought this would be a fun little adder for this guy.
Because
Just something he can do sometimes.
bomber, the bomber archetype was really cool. I would like to play it more, but alas and delay. Any questions, comments, or concerns, gentlemen?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
You don't need. Well, then, if you feel as though you are done, I don't see, I don't have anything more. We'll pick up next time. Hopefully everyone will be whole
Which
and
would be what?
healthy.
The 22nd?
When is Thanksgiving this year? The 27th? Yeah, so weekend
Yeah.
before.
Because then after that is the one shot.
Yes, you are correct. Which, by the way, still missing people if they wanted to join. I don't know if you wanted to add people in it to draw their attention, but
Well, I think Thacker and Will know. They are two of them. And Will, I can help you build something when you feel better and up to talking if you would like. Krista and Michaela are both welcome to join if they would like. You can give them the link from the thread, and they can make a character. Michaela should be pretty familiar with using that because she's done it with me a few times.
And when is that one planned?
The 6th of December.
Yeah, she'll be actually here for most of December, so.
Yeah, so if you guys would like to play it, please make characters. I'm pretty well done with my Foundry build for it. I just got to really put music in and add my player characters, and it's ready to roll.
I'm a wild magic sorcerer.
I believe my character's already made, so
Yep, I have both you guys loaded into Foundry already.
So,
excellent.
alright. I see you're still struggling a little bit on like feats and stuff, Will. So,
Just read it.
Ah, there we go. I
Yeah.
just had a drag and drop. All right.
there is a website I'm going to link you to called Path Builder.
That's what I use.
It's not
It's very
perfect,
good.
but it is very good. Where you can essentially like plan out your entire character without free archetype because that costs money.
I paid for it for myself, but it's on iPhone, iOS. That's where I use it.
It's
It was like $5.
the app
I
is
think.
the app is free though, right?
Right, the app is free, but if you want to unlock all the features, I think it was like $4.99 or something like that, or $5.99.
It's a
One-time
purchase.
fee. So I did it.
It's just if you're bored on the crapper one day, just
I like to build
take a look at.
characters. I already have 2 backups built.
This heritage is really cool. I should do this. So your class feats for level 2, I believe we said we were going to do Order Explorer, right? So you could continue to keep Beefy functioning as is. Was that...
Can't hear anything you're saying right now.
I didn't say anything.
No, I think
Oh.
that was just
Your mic was
It's
like
Olivia.
on.
Background.
It's Olivia. It's Olivia in the background.
Oh.
I'm picking a weapon for my thaumaturge.
So, Thaumaturge, for others that are not familiar with it, because Will's obviously reading everything about it right now, it's kind of like Magic Batman. You always have a thing for a thing. Ah, yes, I know.
You know everything. It's very interesting.
This, specific type of bat guano will be perfect against this golem made of orichalcum. That sort of thing. It's a very weird thing, but it's neat. Especially because you can, the whole class is, it's like Batman, Indiana Jonesy. Okay, well, everyone's Gucci then, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, I do have to get this too. right
It
then.
says I need to update my spellcasting tab.
Yeah. You get access to different spells. I'll take a look
We'll
at
go
it.
over that next week if you want to.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Sometime
take a
during the
look
week
at it.
we'll meet up or something.
Okie dokie. I got nothing else for you guys. Weird, short, but you know, you've got mysteries to solve. You've figured out how to level up. Hopefully, you've got
I will
slightly
currently mark for the 22nd as a tentative time.
more concise ideas about what you want to do in the future. Okie dokie. Go to sleep, everyone. Have yourselves a great night.
See ya.